Commander Woods might be coming back. Maybe that'll put an end to all these checkpoints.
I was the kid who ate too much heel paste. Look at me now. Being on the
State your business. Logging ensign level clearance. Go on ahead. Your friend there have the same clearance?
Of course.
Then you're both good to go.
Have my attention. Hello. Yes, of course. That is all? Very well.
That's why 920 Marines are handpicked. Paid off security, most of us here were workers. Heavy weapons aren't just about strength. They're about backbone.
Good. And no alarms or warnings on the comms. Music to my ears. If you found a uniform, be sure to put it on. That'll provide some cover. I've hacked into the database, and it seems information on the comm spike is in the archives. There's a checkpoint you'll have to pass, which requires a clearance code.
Checkpoints have not been a problem so far. There's little reason to think this one would be different.
I like the confidence. But remember, they tend to get harder the further you go. Hence, the clearance code. Try the security office. They likely have a computer there that has what you need. Going dark for now. We'll talk again once you've located the comm spike.
Not yet.
If you are free soon, could we talk? I wanted to thank you for giving me the chance to work with you. I know we met under, unusual circumstances. You seem to be acclimating well to Constellation. Are you enjoying working with them? I think none of us were expecting what we have found. Well, perhaps Matteo. You have certainly become a vital part of the organization. That is a credit to your abilities. If I may, from what you have seen, do you think I fit in well with the rest of Constellation? I cannot tell if that is a compliment or an attempt to avoid the question. I will assume the former. I have a very different background from the rest of Constellation. I carry myself differently. I worry that some of the others are unable to see past this. I have not shared much, but everyone knows I worked with smugglers for years. I am no stranger to violence and death. I know. For those that have not lived it, it can be difficult to imagine or accept. Others here have seen conflict, but for more noble causes. Vladimir is the only one here who can begin to understand. He was the one who pressed the group to include me. I lack his charm. He puts others at ease. I fear my presence does the opposite. That is kind of you. You also have a lot going. I find expressing affection difficult, but truly. Thank you. I know this seems trivial. Perhaps childish. I have just always relied only on myself. I've never been surrounded by people like this. By a group I wish to be a part of. Does that make sense? And yet here we are, working together. And that has, I think, gone very well. Discussing these things is challenging for me. I hope now you can better understand why I wanted to keep the circumstances of our meeting quiet. I wanted to thank you for not saying anything to Vladimir. I know that you said you wouldn't, but it is still a relief. I would like my contributions to Constellation to amount to more than violence. Indeed it was. And now I hope you can see why. Thank you for talking this over with me. It is good to know that at least one member of Constellation understands me.
Need your clearance code, Marine. I'll say. You might want to track down your commanding officer and have him clarify your...
Please try not to alert anyone to what you're doing.
Make it quick, Ensign. I'm busy with half a dozen and you know how the commander feels about breaking the chain of command. She hates it. Are you kidding? Being a person puts you exactly at... Look at me. I'm an engineer, graduated top of my class, and I'm pretty sure the coffee machine gets more respect. At least the spreadsheet actually does some heavy lifting. Well, you're a polite one. If only my spreadsheets were so obedient. If you're looking for a clearance code, you'll find it on the computer in the security room. How quick...
Can you get that done? Yes? Need to see what I'm... Right.
If you aren't assigned to this level, Ensign, you need to leave.
Still feeling the effects of that.
Need your clearance code, Marine. All right, Ensign, let's hear it. Sorry, Ensign. Code doesn't matter. Need your clearance code, Marine. All right, Ensign, let's hear it. You're clear, Ensign Akasaka. I assume the two of you are together?
Yes, we are together.
Then you're both clear.
Commander Natara, test flights for the Acknowledged, Lieutenant. Inform them they are clear to
lost? Ensign?
Why aren't you at your post, Ensign? Get back to your post, Ensign. I don't take kindly to loiterers.
I don't recognize your face, Ensign. Are you new? I don't know you, Ensign. You sure you have clearance?
Stop right there, Ensign. All right, Ensign. Why aren't you at your post? Who's your commanding officer? Only authorized personnel are allowed. Only senior officers report to the commander. Something doesn't seem... Maybe I'm just being paranoid. I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. Fine, I'll let you go, Ensign. But as soon as you're done with your task, you should return to your post.
If you aren't assigned to this level, Ensign, you need to leave.
The tests with the comms back
Dr. Vogel has put in a request for more personnel. It seems there was an accident.
There's always something with that doctor.
Not to change the subject, but are we concerned about potential leaks?
No.
Yu here. Goggles almost unloaded. Will be the... We worked well as a team. If only all my deliveries were as smooth as this one. That being said, I can stay in orbit for a short while. I'll need to send word to Delgado anyway, if you don't get off that station. But it looks like you'll need to find your own way off the ship. That doesn't mean you're trapped. On a station this big, there are bound to be other vessels you can steal. As a member of the Crimson Fleet, I trust you can handle that. I like the confidence. Either way, you're going to get your chance to prove it. Good luck. If you manage to get the comm spike and make it out alive, next time you're at the Nova, I'll buy you a drink.
Yes? What?
Intercepting transponder data in the Alpha system might be promising. Wait, who are you? Why are you in here? Did you not see the sign? Don't you mean access to the ship? Because the comm spike isn't a device, it's a module. It's attached to a prototype in one of our docking ports. We're still in the testing phase, running decryptions across a variety of signal types, but the results so far have been very promising. It can even interpolate signal data lost in the retrieval. Yes, it's not quite cracking the Enigma code, but it will give us a significant tactical advantage. We'll be able to infer everything from battle plans to meal consumption. Not that we'd care about that sort of thing, outside of the effects of diet on combat readiness. And yes, there are certain kinks to be worked out, missing parts and the occasional traumatic injury here and there, but it's all part of the adventure. Yes, it's not the destination, but the journey that matters, particularly when the destination is death. But don't worry. We've corrected the problem with the ship's life support systems, and statistical models show a failure rate of less than 2%. In short, I've requested a full squadron of these brave and fearless They'll give the prototype a final run, and provided there are minimal casualties... All right. Huh. Do I... Splendid. Normally my requests aren't given this much attention. I see. It would have been nice if they kept me in the loop. I am the project lead, after all. You're right. We do need to hurry if we're going to have this module ready in time. All right, you've convinced me. You're the new test pilot. You'll need a uniform and a terminal password to authorize a flight and get past Natara's cumbersome checkpoints. The uniform you can get in the locker room area, the password you get from me. You'll find the prototype ship at Docking Bay 8. Use the password to access the flight terminals in the control center. And of course, best of luck. You are doing science a great service by undertaking this sacrifice.
pilot. There's been rumors of soldiers smuggling personal items into the station. I doubt it. UC Marines are way too disciplined. Things have gotten real tight since Commander Natara took over for Commander Woods. A lot of soldiers don't like it.
So, what's this big project you're working on?
Well, I can tell you, but then I'd have to kill you.
Really? Couldn't you just trust me?
No? Right out the airlock you'd go. But I'd try my best not to enjoy it.
I should stop letting my career define my self-worth.
Yes.
The project might not even exist.
You should talk to Dr. Volk.
I don't know. I've flown a Discovery class, but I'm not familiar with the newer tech.
Newer ships are generally easy to fly. I bet you would.
Commander Natara runs the ship, and we respect the chain of command.
Cannot just break it open.
Reporting for duty, pilot? Access granted. Be sure to head to the control center and schedule.
Pardon.
I've heard the technology in the station would make the FC survive. Another day, another patrol.
There's rumors commanding a top. Was brought on to investigate the commander. 2 weeks later, she was charged.
It's tough not seeing any action. Securing a station like this is pretty. Prototype ship, you are cleared for takeoff. We'll begin the test on your departure.
Recording test flight data. Please adhere to the scheduled flight plan and let us know if you have any issues.
Well. Welcome back, Rook. Looks like you got a new toy for me. Go on in and give everyone the lowdown. We'll take care of things from here. That's a real nice ship you brought in. I can't wait to tinker with it.
The fleet is family. Stealing from each other is just what you call a professional courtesy.
Forgive me if I keep a knife at the ready while we are here.
Are you looking to start something? I'll finish it.
Pirates and alcohol. What could go wrong in a place like this?
Smuggling, it's a real job any day. We call UCC staff sharks, but to the fleet, they're just bait.
About something else. How did the Crimson Scar become the Crimson Fleet?
Nice to know Neva was right about you. It's good to have a promising rookie with the fleet. I won't deny I helped. Let's hope the compensation reflects that, huh? Anyway, I believe I owe you a drink. It's the last time I'm paying, of course. Because if Delgado's right about Crix's legacy, you've earned more than your fair share already with that comm spike. Sounds like you're on board as a true believer. I have to admit, the way things are going, I'm starting to believe myself.
Whether Crix's legacy is real or not, we have a job to do, and we will see it through.
Anyway, I've kept you long enough. Now that you've had your drink, and my debt is paid, it's time for you to give Delgado the good news.
Don't even tell the Rooks can't do the work. We're both proof of that.
Get you a drink? Oh, I was wondering when you'd wander my way. The name's Fergus Wickham. But you can call me Bog. Welcome to the last Nova, where the drinks are never free. As long as you're buying, stay as long as you like. The last Nova never sleeps, so since it's your first time with us, I'm willing to make an exception to the rule. One free bottle. That's the spirit. I knew you'd be the adventurous type. And if you like it, you're in luck. Cheapest drink you can find, and guaranteed to drown those sorrows. Working around this day in, day out, you'd think they wouldn't give it that. I think I need to take you up on that offer. Well, I guess I'm thinking of my dear old Maddie. The only woman I ever loved. Almost married her, I missed my chance and lost her to one of my best mates. I'll tell you what. When you want to help an old man out, bring me back the one thing of Maddie's that ever meant anything to me. You're in luck. Clay showed up on my radar a bit ago. Probably why I'm in a bigger rut than usual. I'll send you the details. I don't care how you do it. Just get that ring back.
Whether it's mods from Jazz or weapons from a Lutheran, you gotta spend money to make money.
Yeah? So there I am, UCC security on my tail, and my grav drive just choked.
Hey, Cap. You hiring? Got some baddies on my tail, and I need a place to lay low. Boy, am I glad to hear that. It's the Varun Zealots who are after me, and they don't give up easy. I'd be done for if they saw my ship out in the space lanes. If the Varun Zealots don't sound like a problem to you, then I can't wait to see what you're made of. Wouldn't be much of a smuggler. Let's not close the door on this just yet, eh? I hear you. You're a good negotiator, Cap. I'll cut you a deal. Sure, fine by me. I'm looking forward to the adventure. Sounds like a plan. Let's catch up later. Thanks again for the save.
Been hearing some stuff about the Mantis being back. If I ever find that bastard.
Need something? Got mixed feelings about my last job.
Be sure and check your pockets when we leave. Be certain you still have everything in them.
Bulk grog is fine if you like cheap moonshine. Give me an Earthbound logo and I'm good. I heard Isla's sister is some hardcore mercenary. I wouldn't get on her bad side.
Jasmine tells me that you not only brought us the comm spike, but an entire prototype UC ship. I'm impressed, Rook. Very impressed.
Yeah, nice try, Rook. We know you didn't have a choice. Juan gave us the full rundown of your little smash and grab operation. She gave you some really high praise. Said you were a pro.
And from what I hear, receiving praise from Juan Dayu is quite an accomplishment. All in all, a job well done. Now, on to the business at hand. Jasmine, are you there?
Yep, I'm here, boss. What's
What's up?
How's it going?
I already have 2 of my crew tearing the ship apart from one end to the other. Comm spike shouldn't be too tough to extract. I'm looking forward to seeing what those UC techs have been up to.
Keep me posted. All right. That leaves our electromagnetic atmosphere problem. And I think we've discovered a solution. There's a corporation in the city of Neon called Generdyne. They're responsible for the massive conduction grid that powers the city. We get our hands on their electrical absorption tech, and Jasmine swears she can tame it to handle Bannock 4. Perfect. That means you know how to handle the locals on Neon, which gives you a head start. Now, why don't you give us the info on our Neon contact?
You get to meet up with the lovely Estelle Vincent. She's had her deft little fingers on the pulse of Neon for some time now. Whatever info you need, I guarantee she can get.
Estelle is one of the most reliable captains we have in the fleet. If I want something done, there's none of the typical bullshit. It gets done, and afterward, we all split the cash. No. There is no getting along here. You are going to do everything she asks. Follow her instructions to the letter. She is valuable to the fleet. You piss her off and we lose her as a contact, you're going to be answering to me.
We have dealt with more than a few of your captains. This one should be no problem.
You did right by one. But she's almost as green as you two. Estelle is different.
Estelle will be waiting at Madame Sauvage's place. I'd say don't keep her waiting, but chances are she won't mind. Girl loves her liquor.
And keep your eyes on the prize. Neon's one big distraction for people like us, so I want you focused. We are one step away from Crix's legacy, and we cannot afford any screw-ups. I hope you're not wasting time on small talk when it's right in front of us. We have the con spike, all the hunting, sleuthing, and guesswork is up. I haven't had time to gauge it. But word of what happened on SY-920 has already been spreading. There have been skeptics among us, but there is no room for doubt now. Either you're on board, or out of the fleet.
The fleets, you'll want to hook up with Estelle Vincent and Neon. Yeah, don't let the corruption that runs through the city entice you into doing anything stupid. There are too many opportunities for people like us that are just waiting to drag you down. Neon is full of all sorts of distractions. Bars, gangs, and most of all, Aurora. Stay away from that stuff. Get in, get out, and bring that conduction grid tech back to the key. Good luck.
I think you may be trying to take a little too much on. Literally.
Huge changes. Crimson Fleet will soon be a much bigger player in this little game between the members of the settled systems.
That's quite a bold statement. Would you care to elaborate?
Well, let's just say that I'm on the brink of a score so large, it makes everything else pale in comparison. Beyond that, you'll just have to wait and see.
If you aren't willing to discuss the details, why grant SSNN this interview?
Simple. I refuse to allow the UC to spin or bury the story, making it sound like they're in complete control of the situation. I'm gonna tell you right now, they aren't.
Why does the Crimson Fleet need to make this mysterious move that you're being so evasive about?
I know SysDef instructed you to draw this meeting out as long as possible. So let me sum this up.
Thanks for making me look good.
I
would have had to kill you otherwise.
The fleet becomes the United Colony's worst nightmare. And nothing, I mean nothing in this universe will stop me from achieving that goal.
There are those that would disagree with you and claim this interview is grandstanding, or worse, a recruitment tool. After all, SSNN reaches every corner of the settled system, and your aspirations could inspire the directionless to turn to the fleet.
Always ask for a bigger cut. To listen to your garbage can believe whatever the hell you want. You were so worried about what I had to say, you wouldn't have.
Every time I see Radley smile, I want to punch him in the face.
I don't trust shielding. I got secret compartments on my ship just in case.
Your shadow, your tail.
Here, I have... Yes, well, it seemed like a good idea. I saw it earlier and thought you might like it. Or find it useful. Or... well, whatever. Of course. We are partners, are we not? I will keep an eye out in the future. And if I see something, I might hold on to it for you. What did you need? I keep whatever you give me, yes? That is the deal? Ah. Is something amiss? Is that it, then?
Am I being... I'd love to travel some more. Will you take... Headed somewhere new, huh?
I can help you in whatever capacity you need.
You looking for something?
My allegiance to you is absolute.
Thought you'd never ask, Cap. Gagarin Landing. Your average dead-end mining town. The economy's crap, planet's hostile, locals don't like strangers. You get the drill. Not exactly New Atlantis. I grew up on the street with a handful of other orphans. We got by on pickpocketing and scamming passing pilots at the local market. Wasn't it a bad life, really? Street living was tough, but I liked it there. My gang and I had lots of good times. If the smuggling bug hadn't bitten me, I might have grown old on Gagarin. They're the finest group of vagabonds in the settled systems. None of us had stable families, so we stuck together on the streets for safety. Some left when we grew up, but those of us who hung around became the terror of Gagarin. By the time we were teenagers, there wasn't a clean record among us. We drove security mad for years between the stealing, the vandalism, and the grifts we pulled off. Good times. Sorry to hear that, Cap. I've seen enough of the settle systems to know I hit the jackpot as far as a childhood on the streets goes. I wish you had too. Nope, not a clue. They left me in a box outside Chunks when I was a baby and haven't tried to find me since. They didn't even bother to give me a name. People just called me Kiddo until I was old enough to pick something different. Sure, might retire there someday, but that's a long ways off. I'll make do with the occasional visit for the time being. You're giving me a lot of credit there, Cap. I'll make a nuisance of myself wherever I go. I'd have driven half of Gagarin mad by now if I'd stayed. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Where are we going?
Is the city meant to inspire or intimidate? Perhaps it depends on your reason for being here. It sometimes amuses me to think about what goes on here, right under the United Colony's collective nose.
Captain Spike, I am fully updated and ready to assist with tasks.
got anything you need to offload? Trade authorities always buy. Kiosk, right?
The best you can do for you. Time to push some G's.
Read history. If you find any edition, any at all, I'll be your friend like forever.
Apogee kick complete. Steady. Navigational feedback checks out. We're in the right place. regarding Cora?
What do you mean? Keeping her in the lodge like a prisoner instead of letting her run free? The answer's still no.
You know I didn't mean it that way. I was merely suggesting that you allow Mateo look after her. Perhaps even have him continue Cora's education.
Being out there with me is a better education than any book. I'm trying to consider how she feels about all this.
Nice work.
You can practically hear the sound of credits being wasted.
Okay. Hello.
Pardon?
Word is you had to steal classified tech from a UC station. I hope the commander knows.
It seems you had quite the eventful mission on your hands. You still have the Crimson Fleet's trust, and you were able to spare lives in the process. But you did so with an abundance of stealth and restraint. That's exactly what we're looking for in a SysDef operative.
Then you were most fortunate you coerced us into helping you. Not some half-mad spacer.
Excuse me, sir. I hate to interrupt, but there's still the matter of the comm spike to discuss.
Yes, of course, Lieutenant. Time is short, and we should get to the matter at hand. Please give me your report. Then it's just a matter of time before she reverse engineers it to fit the fleet's purposes. So what does Delgado have you doing next? Has he solved the Bannock 4 problem? The conduction grid?
That's brilliant, but is it actually possible? It's 80-year-old tech. Sorry, sir. The conduction grid is how Neon generates its power. It essentially absorbs lightning strikes and converts it to usable energy. It would take a hell of an engineer to modify the technology to handle Bannock 4's EM field. An engineer, like Jasmine Durand.
That's the case. Inform our contacts on Neon that our operative will be touching down there in the near future.
Absolutely, sir.
And before you depart, I wanted you to know that your efforts are helping us gain interest among my superiors. They're finally beginning to believe that we can take down the Crimson Fleet and make amends for the UC's embarrassing mistake. Of course I am, but it's a calculated risk. It's long overdue. All right, I suppose that's all for now. I'll be looking forward to your next report. Good luck. And please, be careful.
Anything new to report? It's good to have you back. What can I do for you? I'll be here if you have any more questions.
I'm not worried about the fleet taking the comm spike. Not like they have the brains to use it.
How's the pirating business?
What is it? Mm-hmm. Goodbye.
There you are. I was wondering when you'd visit. Should give us a little time to catch up. Well, of course, what choice do I have? Thanks to my own stupidity, my second chance to return to the Crimson Fleet is long gone. And by the time I get out of prison, any hopes I had to return to that life will have fully disappeared. Yes, well, apparently that's off the table as well. Dryden tends to shy away from rehiring convicted felons. Well, anyway, glad you popped by to say hello. Now, if you wouldn't mind letting an old man get his rest, I'd appreciate it. So you're saying I should be happy that you took me out of the line of fire? I have to confess, I never thought of it that way. Last thing I intended to do with my life was go out in a blaze of glory on Neva or Delgado's behalf. But at the same time, my freedom's gone, so I'm not exactly popping the cap off the vodka bottle and celebrating either. Oh yes, quite aggressively. The legal team will very likely grind me into the dirt. There isn't much I can do about it. The amusing thing is, I don't even think they care very much that the heist went down on their ship. That's a given risk for them. I think they're more embarrassed I was able to gain the position as captain of the Siren under false pretenses in the first place. After getting set up on the Key, I traveled to a few settlements to find a base of operations. I was looking for a place that would allow me to pick up information about juicy shipments for the fleet to jump on. When I stopped at Gagarin, Zivsdev was on the ground waiting for me instead of that contact I was expecting to meet. Your friend Toft really pulled the wool over my eyes. That's the last time I trust anyone ever again.
Excuse me.
Salutations. I assume you're here to commemorate my terrible misfortune? Ah, yes, the infamous evidence that you procured. Bravo, detective. Allow me to congratulate you on your sleuthing skills. That recording was quite a find. I must admit that I was short-sighted when it came to Ms. Swith's ingenuity. I shall not make that same mistake twice. Excellent. Excellent. Well, as much as I detest being the bearer of bad news, I have to disclose that you're wasting your time. You see, this imprisonment is merely an insignificant hindrance. I don't foresee being incarcerated in perpetuity. In fact, I would wager that my legal team will have my release expedited within the month. I only had the time to explain the wondrous loopholes of the UC's justice system. Do you honestly think that I'd embark on an endeavor with Miss Swist and Mr. Vera without a legal exit strategy at my disposal? I can assure you, I won't be imprisoned aboard the Vigilance for an inordinately extended period of time. Indeed. Due to your actions, my tenure with Galbank has been terminated, and several million credits in fines are being levied against me. The day is yours, Agent. You should be proud. Oh, yes. Forgive my indiscretion. I should have realized this was a demonstration of duty and honor. Nevertheless, my congratulations still stand. Well, enough idle banter. I've taken up more than my share of your valuable time. Honestly, this interaction has been quite pleasurable. Do feel free to stop by and gloat at any time. Good day.
If you're taking a walk through our little aquarium, feel free to tap the glass.
Commander Ikande is the heart and soul of UCC.
And we shall be on our way.
sighted. Watch for flaring.
Neon. The house that Aurora has built.
We'll take good care of your ship.
The effort to make this place livable is astounding. There's no end to what can be accomplished when there are credits to be
Sure
named.
thing. We'll get it fixed up. Good as new. Okay, no problem. I'm sure you can find something you like.
Security cares far more about what the effort to make this place livable is astounding. There's no end to what can be accomplished when there are credits to be named.
Snippers picked up the Aurora you're carrying the second you step through.
All right, get up slowly and turn around. Try to run, and we open fire. So, what was your plan? Smuggle the Aurora into the King City of the Atlantis? No, I just forgot I was carrying
Just settle this right here. I can pay you.
We don't make the rules. That's Administrator Bayer's job. Now, shut up and start walking.
Move it. Let's go.
New around here? Make certain you familiarize yourself with our rules and regulations regarding the transport of Aurora. After all, you don't want to end up like Nishar, do you? Well, things change, and you appear to have been off-world for a while, so let me refresh your memory. First and foremost, the interplanetary transport of Aurora is strictly forbidden. Anyone caught transporting the substance through this checkpoint will be arrested, fined, and jailed, if necessary. Good. Then you won't have any problems from me. The other regulation you should be aware of is that Aurora is only available for purchase in the Astral Lounge. buying it from any other business or a street dealer is illegal. You will be arrested, fined, and jailed for participating in such a transaction. You can find it inside the trade tower. Take the elevators up to the terminal building and head across Bayou Plaza. You can't miss it. Perfect. All right then, that's it. If you have any additional questions, let me know. Otherwise, keep your nose clean and move along. Aurora is the #1 product produced by Xenofresh Fisheries, the company that originally founded what is now called Neon. Clinical studies sponsored by Xenofresh have proven that using Aurora has no long-term negative health effects, and so it was approved for public use. And before you ask, yes, this was also approved by the Freestar Collective, as long as Aurora stays within the city limits. Volii Alpha has a unique agreement with the Freestar Collective. We allow their ships to patrol the spaceways, and Neon Security maintains the peace within Neon itself. The only exception is the Freestar Ranger outpost located in the city, but Ranger Price fully cooperates with our department. Move along.
Vous cherchez quelque chose? Damn! Blew all my money at the Astrolabe.
Instant sensory overload.
You wanna head to Euphorica after work tonight?
Nah, I'm feeling a little burnt out. I think I need a break.
Come on in,
How about
please.
hitting
Have
up
a
the
good look
rooftops?
around.
Watching lightning.
Welcome to Sick Heart's Outfitters. Everything you need to explore the settled systems. If I don't have it, you don't need it.
It's a date.
An artifact? Are you making this up? Well, like I said, if I don't have it, you don't need it. But I have a lot of other things you need. I've spent years perfecting my business by polling customers, measuring sales, and carefully adjusting my inventory to cater to just about everyone. So take your time, look around, ask me questions. You won't be disappointed. Thank you for noticing. I have a lot of overhead in this place, and just between you and me, I am up to my eyeballs in debt. This is a prime spot, right next to the spaceport terminal, but the bills and the rent here are astronomical. You'd think that, right? Unfortunately, I'm barely scraping by. Anyway, I don't want to bore you with the details of my business all day. You're here to shop. So why don't you help out a poor shopkeeper like myself? Absolutely! Here's everything I currently have in stock.
choice accommodations at reasonable prices. Welcome to the Hotel Volai. Are you here to rent a room? I think you'll be pleasantly surprised that our luxury accommodations are more than reasonably priced. Nope, no catch. My hotel is completely free from administrative influence, so you can rest assured that you'll be actually getting the best value for your credits. Indeed it does. And all it took was a dash of my own ingenuity to make it happen. But that's a story for another time. So, can I book you a room for the night? Maybe after you've rented a room for a few nights, I might let you in on my secret. For now, it'll just have to remain a mystery. Sorry, You mean the stuff Bayou leaves out of the brochures? Don't. Neon has 4 main districts. The ones where Bayou wants you to spend your credits are Bayou Plaza and Ikuchi Market. Those are the glitzy parts of town. Bayou Plaza is the section outside my doors, from the trade tower to the spaceport. Ikuchi Market runs from the Starport terminal to Ryujin Tower. Not quite as glamorous as the plaza, but still expensive. Then there's Upside, running the perimeter of the upper platform. Probably not the best spot for tourists. Finally, you have the Underbelly, the working class's domain under our feet. Not much down there, but industry and a few random shops. No, I don't think so. Upside's filled with a few decent clubs, like Madame Sauvage's place and Euphorica. You should check them out. Just watch your back. It's gang territory, which means Neon security tends to ignore what goes on in there. Oh, you noticed that little thing? Yeah, that's Bayou's crown jewel. First of all, you have the Astral Lounge, flowing with Aurora, attracting every tourist within light years of Volai. Then you have exorbitantly priced offices for every megacorp, besides Ryujin, with Xenofresh Fisheries square at the top. And like the cherry at the top of his ego sundae, Bayou's got his private penthouse. I don't even want to think about what goes on up there. Most of the underbelly is taken up by Xenofresh and Generdyne's facilities, but there are a few hidden gems you might want to check out. Actually, I'd recommend checking out Off-World Eats. Cosmos and Lee run that place. They're a couple of great guys. Sounds good. Let me know if you need anything else. I have one all set and ready to go. Just one night or an extended stay? I have a room with your name on it.
And with a crime rating of only 16%, your safety is almost guaranteed. So go out, have your fun, live your best life. We'll be here when you're ready. The Hotel Volai. Sleep with us.
About time you woke. We have things to do.
Welcome to the Hotel Volai.
I really don't know if I can do this. Oh, jeez. I don't know if I can do this. Maybe I should just go back to my room. You might say I'm having trouble enjoying the local customs. And what's the point of coming here if I'm gonna stay cooped up in my hotel? Believe it or not, I'm actually here for my bachelor party. My fiance wants me to be more adventurous, so I thought, what better place than Neon? But I thought the adventure would just happen by default. I didn't think I'd have to manufacture it on my own. True, the city is known for Aurora, so I figured I should try that. But I talked with Dr. Manning about how it works, and now I'm skeptical. No, wait, not skeptical? Terrified. Isn't the poison in the dose? I'm thinking maybe I can get away with a sniff or a bite. No, this is exactly what my fiance was talking about. I hesitate too much. But I also don't want to dive right in. I think I want to start with something less damaging to my central nervous system. Supposedly, Madame Sauvage sells a drink called Velocity that's almost like a drug. There's also some local swill people swear by called Blend over at Legrand's Liquors. What do you think? Good idea. That's what I need to do. Go full speed ahead. I'll try Velocity first. But not right away. I need to prepare myself for the ritual. But hey, next time you come back to Neon, I've been asking my therapist the same question for years. But he hasn't given me an answer I like yet. Oh, it's just the offhand comment here and there. How I never take risks or don't like adventure. She hasn't said I'm boring, and I don't think I am. But looking at my past, I can't exactly prove that. This is my way of finding out. I like that it's not a crate, and I haven't felt anything crawling on me when I sleep. So I feel like they do a good job keeping it clean. Okay, bye.
Look at you. Beautiful. Unique. Sophistication and space. The perfect marriage.
I'm happy you've come by our showroom today. On behalf of Stroud Eklund, I'd like to welcome you to our showroom today. Our company prides itself as the industry leader in spacecraft production. We use groundbreaking technology to give us a significant advantage over our competitors. You can configure your desired spacecraft at any one of our conveniently located kiosks. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to help. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Feel free to have a look around our showroom. Actually, I've been working here for only 2 years. Previously, I was an I could never relate to the type of clientele that purchases weapons. But spacecraft have always held a certain fascination in my mind. It was comfortable working under Ryujin's banner, but despite all of my requests, they wouldn't transfer me to the Taiyo Astroneering Division. And so, here we are. He's been to Neon a few times, but I haven't had the pleasure of his company for more than a few minutes at the most. What I can say is that, despite what's been reported by the media, Mr. Stroud is a If you're in the market for spacecraft, please don't forget about us.
Catherine Luzion keeps demanding we look into her husband's murder. Murder, yeah, right. Hysterical old broad.
I think I got them... What do you call them? Corns? Yeah, I got corns.
Yes, how can I help you today?
I do not know about you, but I am starting to suspect that Benjamin Bayou has a slightly inflated view of himself.
The award, shaped like the Earth and covered in gold, filigree, and diamonds, has an estimated value of over 1 million credits. There are no clues as to the identity. Security investigation.
Out of my face. If you want to gawk at something, take it to the Astro Lounge.
The elevator.
Clearly the intent is to get us into the Astral Lounge. Shall we follow the signs?
How'd you like to hitch your wagon to a celebrity star? Hmm? That's right. The Mickey Caviar is in the market for a job, and you look like someone who could use a great ship's cook. What do you say? Bummer. Who knew cooking was such an unmarketable skill? Maybe I could help out somewhere else. I got plenty of other skills, and I'm not afraid to use them. Well, I'm hard to kill, I'll tell you that much. I'm all right in the wilderness, too. Due to some unfortunate circumstances, I've had to get good at roughing it. I throw an all right punch, too. You gotta know how to do that to make it long in journalism. Cause I just quit my old one. That's right, I'm done writing for the New Atlantean. My last location shoot was a total train wreck. I'll be damned if I ever set foot in my editor's office again. Look at you, making my day. There's just one more thing I'd like to discuss, my salary. The New Atlantean paid their top talent well. I'm used to a certain lifestyle. I'm not usually one to bargain. Don't think I'm desperate or anything, but you do have a point. But you seem like a good kid. And I'm getting sick of the food here. I'll work for your lower rate. Then it sounds like we have a deal, boss. Ha! You'll love having me around. I'm gonna take a lap. Gotta sober up a little before I get to work. So long, boss.
Yeah, you're new here, aren't you? Name's Boone Morgan, your new best friend on Neon. If you're here for a drink or listen to the music, I've got you covered. But if you're here for something a little more exciting, we have plenty of Aurora for sale. Then what are we waiting for? Let's set you up. Here, take a look at the menu. Now, I'm not going to lie. The Aurora is a bit expensive, but let's face it. Can you really put a price on pleasure? Excellent choice. The Sky Suite offers luxury and sophistication you won't find anywhere else in the settled systems. And since you'll be living in the same tower as the Astral Lounge, all of its pleasures and pageantry are only an elevator away. Of course, the Sky Suite features an... Whether you prefer the morning sky or a neon sunrise, the high ceilings and wall-sized windows will give you a full view of the city's splendor. How unfortunate, but I... Sure. Could I tempt you with some Aurora, perhaps? Hope to see you again.
What you said 2 drinks ago. Maybe you should slow down.
Yeah, probably time to officially switch to water.
Gotta
Yes?
stay hydrated, right?
You said it. Plus, I have to meet up with my parents tomorrow to present.
Hey, you wanna dance? Hell yeah! This is awesome!
Ever wonder how the Crimson Fleet seems to be everywhere? Because there are no outposts everywhere. There were so many facilities abandoned after the Colony War. Quit staring. Ever run into spacers?
As Mr. Dombrowski was taking
Settled Systems' premier financial institution. Have you tried one of our advanced teller machines? Galbank ATMs are spread throughout the Settled Systems, so you can do your banking your own way, on your own time. Galbank, where your credits work for you.
Morning, noon, or night. Enjoy one of our distinct coffee flavors, all brewed using the secret techniques of ancient herbs.
Welcome to Galban, the Settled Systems' premier financial institution. Have you tried one of our advanced teller machines? Galbank ATMs are spread throughout the Settled Systems, so you can do your banking your own way, on your own time.
James Newell better watch his back. He's causing problems. No percentage.
Hi there. Welcome to Terra Brew. How can I help you?
We've got you covered. Morning, noon, or night. Enjoy one of our distinct coffee flavors, all brewed using the secret techniques of ancient herbs.
Show no mercy. Leave no quarter.
You fought hard to get to where
If you're wondering what that smell is, it's...
Stay safe, buddy.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bad part of town, buddy. I'm gonna do you a favor. Head back to Bayou Plaza before the Disciples get you. A gang. Worst gang there is. They'll stab you for kicks, taking bets on how long you squeal before you bleed out. And that's not a hyper whatchamacallit. They seriously did that. Poor Ted. We gotta look out for each other, right? Us crate rats used to think the Ebbside strikers were awful, with all the muggings and shakedowns, but now that they're on the ropes, kinda wish they weren't just holed up in Madame Sauvage's. Streets are getting bad. Real bad. Well, you find them at Madame Sauvage's. They're always holding auditions, as they call it. Looking for new blood. So, for being so helpful, chance for a donation. Come on, might be saving my life. What with the disciples and all. Hey, thanks. Look, I mean it. Go back to the plaza. Ain't nothing but shit and misery over here.
Sauvages. Nice. The Astral Lounge got you down. You're in the right place, baby. Everyone knows.
Look, I ain't gonna stand around here all day, right? You want the stuff or not?
I'm still interested, but you're asking almost double the going rate.
What? You think this stuff falls from the sky?
Look, I've bought Aurora on the street before, and I've never paid this much.
Still
This
cheaper
place
than
is
buying
like
it
my
at
second
gas
home.
Now, this is the last time. And I'm walking away. You want this stuff or not?
It's called
Hey.
velocity.
You didn't see anything.
I wasn't doing anything.
I don't know what you think you heard, but maybe you should get your ears checked.
Take it easy.
What are you looking at?
Bienvenue.
This is
Before you
Edside
order, I have
Striker's
two
turf.
simple rules you need to know.
Fine, upstairs.
Oh.
That's gang
This is my
territory,
place.
got it?
That means everyone in here is under my protection. You don't mess with them, they don't mess with you. Deux. If you're buying drinks, you better have cash. Madame Sauvage does not offer credit. Good? Ça c'est bon? Finally, someone who listens and does what they're told. A rare commodity in Epside. I like you already.
Your rules are duly noted. Thank you for explaining them at the outset.
So, what can Madame Sauvage give? It's nothing less than heaven in a glass. As though the universe itself was resting her lips on yours. My own personal creation. Of course, of course.
Fine. This beautiful establishment. Do you have anything else, or are we done like this? So you stroll in here and want to... Maybe you should meet with the business end of...
No blood in my shop, Andrea. I'm this close to toss...
Fine already. You're lucky. Only way you see Briggs is if you, want to join the Epside Strikers. You know, I'll just do that. Right now. This ought to be good. Sure, let's go meet the boss.
Strikers look out for one another, right?
Who's this?
Someone says they might want to join.
A recruit? Been a while.
I know, right? Savage says we can't go killing people around here anymore.
We shouldn't be doing that anyhow. You want to join us? We're a gang. You understand that, right? Not some daring adventure bullshit you can brag to your friends about. We steal, we mug, we kill, if we have to. People that come to us have usually run out of options. I wouldn't have pegged you for a crate rat like the rest of us. The fact you can get out, that says something. Let me tell you about us. What makes the Strikers different is we're family. It's us against every goddamn thing the world can throw at us. If you're in, we'll go through hell and back for you.
It's been a little too much of that hell going round.
Vogel, not the time. We do everything we can to make sure everyone's got a roof overhead and fish in their belly. I prefer we fleece the marks, not kill them. Better for everyone in the long run. But you do what you gotta do. Not so fast. I gotta get to know you first. What would you bring to the Strikers? Now you are speaking my language. Good. I'm not sure what your game is, but if you really want to join, there's a test. You're going up against the Disciples. Everyone in Ebside's been chewed up and ground up by Neon. Some people snap, and snap hard. The Disciples are maniacs, pure and simple. The test is to find out who has been arming those nutjobs with military-grade hardware. We're fully in alignment there.
Joining a street gang was not something I felt we needed to do today, but so be it.
There's a warehouse they use. One of our friends said there's a slate there that has the info we need.
Oh, that's my job. I was going to go in and make them pay.
You want it? Too bad, Vogel. You go in there, and it's a bloodbath. I want someone that can snatch it from them. Ideally with them never even knowing it happened. Consider this your audition. Try not to get killed, new fish.
If you hurt any of the Strikers, I will break you.
What can I get you today?
You looking to get zoned? Not trying to score some of the good stuff? Okay. That means you're the rook that Delgado sent. Well, let me save both of us some time. Turn around, fly back to the key, and tell the big boss that I'm in no mood to screw around. We'll make this deal when he starts taking me seriously. Specifics, huh? Okay. Fine. I spent the last 3 months setting up this job, burned 2 contacts and a hell of a lot of credits. The whole time, I'm also keeping Bayou off our backs. That idiot even catches a whiff of money and he latches onto you like a damn leech.
He has certainly earned quite a reputation. Neon is proof of it.
Benjamin Bayou, Neon's esteemed mayor, or administrator, or whatever the hell you want to call him. He's also the greediest bastard you'll ever meet. Got his fingers in everyone's business, and the muscle to back it up. The only reason I'm allowed to operate on Neon is because I pay well to keep my involvement off his radar. The last thing I need right now is an amateur like you getting me kicked off world. Yep, just like a couple of Model A's. Program us, point us in the right... I don't have a ton of time to stand here and screw around, so you want the conduction grid tech, then you're gonna have to download it from the power core of Generdyne's facility in the underbelly. Love the confidence, but before you pull the ripcord, I'm afraid I need to add a bit of a wrinkle. While you're inside Generdyne, I need you to plant a virus into their system. It's a simple side job that'll earn you some credits. I think you can handle it. Well, well, look at you. Generdyne has all sorts of tasty, valuable snacks in their... Here, take this microdrive and access... Oh no. Are you scared, little rat? Generdyne's got their place locked down tight. But, as you... I recommend you start with Ayumi Komiko, an upper-level exec at Generdyne. Get your hands on her security pack. The catch is that Komiko's having a little fling with Benjamin Bayou. Anyway, you can find Komiko at Euphorica. Talk to the owner of the place, Micah. She'll point you in the right direction. As for dealing with Komiko herself, she's got an office in the trade tower if you're looking for something incriminating. The rest is up to you, Rook. When you're done, come meet me at the VIP booth in the Astral Lounge so we can celebrate. Nepotism gets him the job at Generdyne as their chief technician, yet the guy doesn't know the first thing about electrical engineering. They obviously invented the position just to give them more on a salary. One of the many poorly kept secrets in Neon. Frankly, I think he's such a screw-up. Benjamin Bayou stuck his ass in that facility under the city to keep him out of the limelight. Businesswoman. Tough as hull plating. She's the COO at Generdyne, and I can assure you she didn't get there with her winning smile. As for her relationships, well, that's a bit more complicated. Publicly, she's having a bit of a fling with Benjamin Bayou. But rumor has it that she's just using Bayou and having a little bit of fun on the side with Micah, the owner of Euphorica. If I were you, I wouldn't bother trying to appeal to her good nature. She's a manipulative person who uses people to get what she wants. Pretty laid-back club over in Ebbside. Owner's name is Micah. She's young, but sharp as a razor, and has gang muscle to back her up. The little Aurora lounge she has tucked away in the building is the real gold mine. Bayou takes a cut of the profits, of course, but rumor says it's way... Just grab that tech and plant the virus. Should be a cinch.
They don't have places like this in Aquila, that's for sure.
Got a second to chat? I'm in the market for a job that'll get me out of Neon. If you need some muscle on your... Man, am I glad to hear. So, before we finalize anything, I should probably tell you that I'm a member of the Disciples. If that changes your mind, I get it. Not everybody likes associates. Oh. Okay. Glad to hear it. Thanks. I'm glad I got that off my chest. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to discuss my salary. I'll accept your standard going rate. Damn.
Howdy. You aren't here to cause any trouble.
You good?
Hey, I'm busy.